Welcome to XcooBee. As you know, HIPAA, or the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, requires that doctors' offices employ encryption and security when sending patient-related data, instead of sending this information in plain text. This requirement means that common email services like Yahoo Mail, Gmail, AOL, and other popular browser-based email services cannot be used to send this information to a patient, another physician, etc., because those email products are not sufficiently secure. To that end, doctors' offices, practices, and hospitals turn to patient portals and other cumbersome solutions that are expensive to obtain and maintain. Not to mention, these solutions are not very convenient for providers. Plus, in addition to HIPAA, more privacy-related laws and more potential for fines are coming. States like New York, California, and many others are working on laws that require even higher levels of security for both the physician or practice and the patient. Employing a more advanced, privacy-aware document exchange isn't just a luxury going forward, it's a necessity. Today, I'm going to show you how your office or practice can easily send and receive secure, encrypted documents without the hassle of portals or building your own solution, and without breaking the bank. I will go over how simple it is to receive secure documents from your patients or other doctors. I will also show you how to send secure documents to patients and other doctors or practices. We will also cover the basic setup for your office WordPress website. In order to utilize XcooBee's security services, your office or practice will need a XcooBee Professional subscription. You can find out more information about the Professional account and how to upgrade to Professional if necessary at XcooBee.com. We're also going to assume your office has a WordPress website. If your office or practice has a website, and it should, chances are it was built using a CMS or content management system. WordPress is the most popular website platform, so we will be demonstrating this using a website created and managed in WordPress. Let's get started. I'm going to start in WordPress, and I'm logged in to my practice website. I've already installed XcooBee previously, so I see it over here. If you have not installed the XcooBee plugin, I have covered that in another video. Feel free to go back and reference that video. We now need to install the Documents plugin, which is right here under Add-ons. Click Install Now, and then Activate Plugin. And then you're all set. Here is the Documents in your left nav. Now that we have the plugin installed, we need to place a drop zone on my website. This is a box that can be placed within a web page on the site where site visitors, in this instance, new patients, can securely send documents to my office. For this, we first go to the Documents tab. Here is where you can customize the drop zone to fit the style of your website. You can change the font size and color, as well as the primary and secondary colors of the drop zone box. I will make a couple of small changes to the box. There. Now scroll down and we see the shortcode section. This is the code that allows us to place the drop zone on any page, just by clicking this icon here to copy the code. Then we just go to the page we want to place the drop zone on, paste it, update the page, and test it to make sure it renders how we'd like it to. Perfect. Now your patients can securely and easily send documents to your office. One thing about the drop zone: even if your site isn't super secure, you and your patients needn't worry. The drop zone actually creates its own security container. Now what that means is the connection from this site to your XcooBee account is very secure, even if your page is not. This is similar to credit card processing on an e-commerce website. Now let's test the drop zone. Let's say I'm a new patient to this office. I will grab my medical form and drop it into the drop zone. If you have more than one document, or you would rather just browse your computer to select a file or files, you can do that as well. Once I do that, I can send the document. Now, back as the site owner, I can then visit my XcooBee dashboard and access my inbox, or just scroll to the bottom of my dashboard for the latest activity, and there it is. Click the download button and you have it. Also, your patient doesn't have to be a XcooBee user to send documents to you via the drop zone. They can simply just visit your site, then drag, drop, and send. If they are XcooBee members, they can skip the site altogether and send documents from their XcooBee desktop by using the Send Files feature here. This method works for patients, of course, but it also works for other practices, hospitals, etc. They can send your office documentation much more securely and easily than fax or the postal service. That was easy, right? Now let's say your office has to send documents to a patient or another practice. This is just as easy. To send, we also utilize the Send Files feature on your XcooBee dashboard. When you send documents via XcooBee, the recipient does not need to be a XcooBee member. If that is the case, you would send documents to the user. That user would receive an email from XcooBee with a link to download the document. So basically, any user can be sent documents securely from your office. If you wanted an added layer of security, you could make it to where the recipients, whether they are a patient or another practice or whatever, sign up for a basic XcooBee account. It's free and would allow your office to send documents from your XcooBee dashboard to their XcooBee account. Either way, sending documents is secure, safe, and easy. Depending on your office's internal policies and security requirements, a higher level of security may be required. XcooBee has you covered as well, with more options in terms of enforcing security elements, such as fingerprint or Face ID authentication, in addition to geographic restrictions, in other words, where the documents are being downloaded. Because of the nature of these added levels of security, the recipient would also have to be a XcooBee user. For instance, let's say I need to send an X-ray to a patient who recently visited my office. I would click Send Files and drag the patient's X-ray here. Then click Next. I can add a short message by clicking here. And with an upgraded XcooBee account, I have additional options. I can determine geographic restrictions, a list of countries I would select from, and that document I send can only be downloaded from the country that I select. Below that, you can select if you would require biometric unlock. That would require the user to have the XcooBee app downloaded on his or her device, and therefore can use fingerprint or Face ID to unlock and download the file. So as you can see, depending on your office's security requirements, XcooBee can make this delivery even more secure. Some of the additional benefits of using XcooBee to securely send documents. One is with every document you send, you get proof of download. So when the recipient downloads the document, you will know. Your files will be delivered to the intended party, or they will be deleted from the server. All levels of communication within XcooBee are encrypted to ensure maximum security. As I mentioned earlier, using XcooBee is faster and much more secure than using the postal service, fax, or traditional email. And with XcooBee, you can send large documents and files. Traditional email services have a cap on the size of attachments. XcooBee supports much larger files. As we touched on at the beginning of this video, a more data privacy-oriented future is coming, and you need to be prepared for it. XcooBee is here now and is very, very easy to use. Visit us at XcooBee.com for more information, to sign up, or to contact us if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.